Hello and welcome to Religion for You. In today's episode, we will be exploring spirituality and whether or not you have to be religious to be spiritual. We went to Wellington College to interview some of the students on the matter and what their opinion was. So, over to you, Pippa.
Thanks, Patrice. Yes, I'm here in Wellington College where I've been asking students of whether they think religion is connected with spirituality. Here's what I got.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, as a head of college, I think that you don't have to be religious to be spiritual.
Yeah.
Well, there are many answers to this equation, but I think my answer is going to have to be
Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah.
Yes, I'm here at Wellington with its top P&R student, Weenie Pennant, and she's here to talk with us about whether she thinks you have to be religious to be spiritual. Now, before we carry on, I'd just like to say Serena won the P&R prize in the Michaelmas term. Yes, the Michaelmas term, and she's a year 9, and that is a huge achievement. So, come on over here, Serena. So, as I said before, do you think you have to be religious to spiritual? I want to hear your views on the matter.
Well, I think that before you start to try and answer this question, you should actually focus on the meaning of religion and the meaning of spirituality and try and understand those meanings in a bit more depth before you try.
You're going to have to speak louder. Speak a bit louder. Carry on.
Okay. So firstly, religion. I think that religion fundamentally comes down to believing in a superhuman being or a god, someone better than us who is looking after.
Oh, do you want some water? Jenny, get Weenie some water. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jenny.
I'll
just put it down. Just put it down there for now.
Sure.
Is that pillow annoying you?
No, yeah, thank you. Apart from believing in a god, there are also some set rules that you have to follow. Like, for example, in the Muslim religion, I think women have to wear burqas to cover their face. And some people have to not eat pork. They're not allowed to do that because of their religion.
That's a bad one. I'm just going to say I love pork.
So there are these certain things that you have to do if you want to be part of a religion. There are certain rules that you have to comply with in order to be a part of this.
Those rules. Sometimes I think those rules just restrict you. But, keep going. I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, some do. But also there are different types of a religious person.
Yes.
For example, if you're a Christian, there are kind of really serious Christians who believe in every single word from the Bible is totally true.
I think those are called the Jehovah's Witnesses. I know this because they sometimes come to my house and give out leaflets.
And there are also kind of less serious Christians who kind of believe in Jesus and believe in God, but at the same time don't believe in everything written in the Bible is exactly true. So, and they also have to follow set teachings, and they have to agree with what the religion basically teaches them.
Yes. I mean, that would be wise.
So now on to spirituality. I think spirituality is a much broader term than religion.
Yes.
I think firstly this is because there's actually no definition of it, which kind of helps prove the point that it is really personal. It is all about you and how you interpret it.
Yeah.
It's much more personal than religion because it focuses on individuality. And it's all about developing yourself as a person.
I think it's a good thing for
your mind and
especially
body.
People our age. It's easy to try and fit in with well, not my age because I'm 40, but your age. You gotta be yourself. You don't want to fit in with the crowds. And I think spirituality is like something to do with you, not your friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's how you interpret it. It's not how other people think you should. Because with religion, it's basically people telling you how you should live your life. Whereas with spirituality, it's you basically trying to find it out for yourself. It's all about independence.
It's a good thing.
And you developing yourself as a person in mind and in body. It's described as the search for the sacred. So it's about trying to improve, striving for better. And spirituality, is special. If you're spiritual, it's a really special thing, and it's set apart from the norm. So yeah, you can't just pick it up overnight.
I'm just going to stop you here, Serena. I just want to point out to our audiences back at home how knowledgeable is this girl. I mean, she is only 13 years old. I mean, when I was 13, I didn't even know what religion was. It's just amazing what schools like Welling can do with people. Like, I met you at the beginning of the year. You have developed, Serena. I just want to say you are a new person. And I hope you continue.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
You are an inspiration. But carry on. I just don't want to cry.
Oh, you got alright?
Just go back to it.
Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, individuality is a key part of spirituality. And I think that because religion is more about focusing on set rules, and I think, I'm not saying that religion is better than spirituality or the other way around, but I think because religion's more about kind of following rules and how people tell you to live your life, whereas spirituality is more about how you interpret it. So because of this, I think that you don't necessarily have to be religious at all to be spiritual. I mean, just an example of this is the Buddhist culture. They don't think of themselves as a religion, they think of themselves as a culture, and yet they are deeply spiritual, but they don't consider themselves to be religious. So because of this, I do not think you have to be religious to be spiritual.
Okay. That was very good. I mean, we looked at the other people and they didn't have much to say. So I just want to thank you, Serena. Jenny, just take her off. Thank you.
Being at Wellington College, that the chapel gives you a place to kind of come and reflect. And as an individual, it helps me connect with God. I think.
And does this grow your spirituality?
I think it does grow my spirituality because being in chapel gives you time to be still and like compose.
Because we're doing an evaluation on whether people think religion, you have to be religious to be spiritual.
Thank you.
Do you think that spirituality is a calm place, and places like the chapel are great places to grow your spirituality?
You meet new friends. It's like a community.
Yes.
It's like
you grow as a person.
you do grow. It's like a flower blossoming inside of you.
Yes.
And I like to pray every day. That's all we have time for in today's episode. Here's Pippa running back from Wellington College. She comes now.
Patrice, yes,
How
I'm
was
back.
it? How was it?
Yes, very eye-opening to say the least. I think I learned a lot about myself to say.
That's really nice. That's all we have time for on the episode of Religion for You. But we will see you next week where we will be focusing on the Bible stories. It's one of my favourites.